Hi everyone, welcome to Chords Records. I'm Katie. The Record Store Day 2025 Australian Local Artists list has just been announced about half an hour ago, so I thought I'd quickly jump on here. I know it's not my usual day, and give you a quick rundown, particularly for my overseas viewers. You might be interested in seeing what the Australian local artist, the Australian Record Day artists are. If you wanted to pick anything up or reach out to anyone to get it for you. So I've got my notes just behind the camera here, which I'll be reading from. I've also, in the description below, I've created a Spotify playlist of a song from each of the artists, so you can quickly sample and have a listen. There's probably around about 10 or 12 artists so far that have been announced. So I'll just quickly go through them. So the first one is Beth and Blue. This is a duo who have been made up from two different bands. And it's a 7-inch single called I Love You. It's kind of dreamy guitar pop. And that's released by Impressed Recordings. Now, look up Impressed Recordings if you don't know them. They're an amazing outfit out of Sydney that just support local artists, have a vinyl club. I was a member for about a year and they're just doing amazing things. So they've got about 3 records on the RSD list. So check them out. So that's Beth and Blue. Okay, the second one is a 7-inch picture disc of Bluey. I quite like that it's a 7-inch picture disc. It's quite good for kids. You all know what Bluey is, the cartoon for kids out of Brisbane, Australia, that's taken the world by storm. Dannii Minogue is releasing a Neon Lights, her latest album, remixed. It's very electronic dance music. It's a lot of fun, and that is from London Records. Heavy Moss is a fantastic Australian band, really guitar forward, dreamy rock is the best way I could describe it. Heavy Moss is the band name. They've got a 7-inch black vinyl. They're releasing it independently. Okay, the next one is Loose Content. This is a band from Impressed Recordings again. This is a 12-inch EP, very guitar forward, heavy rock, really tight, really rhythmic, driving, fantastic. Very Australian sounding. If you're familiar with a kind of a modern Australian guitar driving sound, that's who Loose Content are. I think they're actually going to be huge. So they're releasing an 12-inch EP. Okay, the next one is Maddie Jane. She's releasing a 7-inch of I Am Women. She's the closest kind of artist I can think of at the moment that we have to someone like Florence and the Machine. She's very Stevie Nicks-like, very female rock vocal, but very. When I listen to some of her songs, I think, oh, Florence. I can hear a bit of Florence. So that just gives you an idea of what she's like. She's her own person. Again, out of Impressed Recordings. The next one is Nina Geraci. It's quite hard to say. That is EDM. It's dance music. They're releasing a 12-inch limited translucent hot pink vinyl, and that is really kind of EDM, essentially. And the actual song is called Girl EDM on the B-side. Okay, the next one I'm really interested in, Olana. He is a multidisciplinary artist. He was originally from Ethiopia/Norway, so Ethiopian Norwegian artist, and has been making lots of inroads in art, as in visual art, out of Melbourne. Beautiful artwork, and he's moved into creating music, and it's has a kind of a reggae bass sort of throughout with a bit of electronic. It's very interesting, great lyrics. So if you're into that kind of music, he is someone to watch out for, Olana. And he's releasing a 12-inch bar from NLV Records. And then the next one is Pond, classic Australian band from the last 10, 15 years. They are releasing a double LP that is from 2008 to 2010. I don't actually think they're available on streaming. So that would be really interesting if you're into Pond. So way early years, way back. That kind of music, you'd have to listen to it, but it's just classic Australian. It's rock with a twist. Have a listen to the playlist or look them up. Pond. The next one are the Grogans, Twangs and Cans. This is a 12-inch. They're slight rock, at times a little bit country rock, but very rock, guitar heavy. 3 guys, the Grogans. They're very rhythmic songs. Again, that very Australian sound. And then last but not least, and this is the one that I am most excited about because I am old school, the Saints are releasing you know who the Saints are, and if you don't, listen to them. They're quintessential Australian rock pub band, huge. They are releasing a live album called Paralytic Tonight, Dublin Tomorrow. Love it. So love this from them. So happy, and they're releasing it under their own moniker. So that's it. Just been released, just announced. Check the description below for a quick playlist if you're interested in other regions' local artists being released on Record Store Day, April 12th, 2025. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.